Growing up, I was obsessed with history, battles, soldiers, stories of heroism and sacrifice. This obviously led me to consuming almost everything Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg produced, especially Saving Private Ryan, Band of Brothers and The Pacific. But I also watched on repeat Memphis Belle, Does Boot, Stalingrad, Enemy at the Gates, The Windtalkers, Pearl Harbor, A Bridge Too Far, and the list goes on and on and on. If I've missed an obvious classic, put it in the comments below. It also meant that Call of Duty and Medal of Honor were played repeatedly, along with a very healthy dose of European Air War, which no one probably knows, but was the sickest game in the world to me when I was younger. Not to go on too much of a tangent, but European Air War is actually now available on Steam, so go have a quick look. The graphics look incredibly arcadish, and the sounds are kind of goofy, but I cannot put into words how fun that game was as a kid. I don't think it costs too much, so if you have a joystick, maybe give it a go. So along with European Air War, it was really Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 that were my go-to game and time waster. And it was the experiences in this game that left me wanting more from my gaming experiences as I got older. I wanted to storm the beaches of Normandy, snipe from the ruins of Stalingrad, hold a trench with a machine gun, and crack jokes with my comrades as we patrolled for the enemy. Surprise bazooka! That desire, ignited by my love for the games, movies and books of this time period, was never quite satisfied. Many games came close, but nothing was able to entirely scratch that itch. And then one day I heard about this game called Hell Let Loose. So I downloaded it, I gave it a go, and within a couple of hours I had literally done all of those things. I ran from a landing boat at Omaha Beach while a German machine gunner wiped out my squad. I sniped at Jerry's in the rubble of Stalingrad, and found some of the funniest and strangest people in the world who also seemed to enjoy running around World War II battlefields. The attention to detail, communication and game mechanics all added to my immersion and enjoyment of the game. The size of the maps and the need to adapt to survive made it endlessly enjoyable to me. Sometimes you need to sneak forward an inch at a time, other situations call for a frontal charge, guns blazing. Yikes. To me, the game is epic, played on a grand scale, with tanks, bombs, artillery, and team tactics. But it's also an incredibly personal experience. A sniper and a spotter working in tandem to infiltrate the enemy lines. Maybe a squad leader and his supply player moving together, setting up defensive garrisons. I've done all of these things with complete strangers and had some of the most enjoyable moments gaming.
Enemy girded down southern edge.
As a kid, I wanted to play a game that placed me in the heart of the action, while somehow maintaining the stakes and sacrifices that I witnessed in those Spielberg-Hanks epics. And Hell Let Loose did just that. So is Hell Let Loose a perfect game? Well, no. And are there other games that do similar things? Well, yes. Hell Let Loose has glitches, slow loading times, annoying players, and a dozen other incredibly frustrating things. But I can't help but love this game for giving me these cinematic moments that I loved so much as a kid, and that I spent so much time daydreaming about growing up. I can't help but love its quirky player base that swing between goofballs and World War II LARPing role players.
Wait.
Thank you, I'm gonna hide behind this truck now. If you played Hell Let Loose, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, and I'd be keen to hear your thoughts on the game in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. Thanks.
Oh, medic! And this team would still lose.